I go to prisons. So I'm doing different things. So the perception of this manosphere stuff and the red pill stuff to the rest of the world, and I'm not speaking for the rest of the world, but it's just that y'all are just a bunch of whiny, angry, women hating people. So I don't want to be affiliated with that. Whether it's true or not, I don't care. And that is the thing that I want y'all to understand. I don't know, nor do I care to know what y'all are doing, this red pill manosphere mess, because I don't know, nor do I care. Because at the end of the day, it's not up to me to know. If y'all doing whatever, cool, but I don't want to do it. So at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with manosphere, red pill, or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't care to know what it is that y'all are doing, because to be honest with you, other than Kevin Samuels, I don't see y'all being successful at this, whatever it is that y'all are doing. So it's no advantage for me to even know about it. So if I
All right, welcome back to another episode. This is Mike Perkins, one half of MVP, one half of Mike and Vince Perkins, one half of Opinions on Life podcast. And for this here, I'm the host show. So the clip you heard in the beginning was Mr. Let Go. He was on Bernard Riley's Grown Man Hour. I always like to thank Bernard for just showing love and having me on the show. You know what I'm saying? He's a good brother, has a good show. If you've seen me there, you probably already subscribed to him. So, there's no need for me to tell you to go and subscribe. But if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe there. So Mr. Let Go, I took this clip in particular because it was it's always very interesting to listen to guys who have eclipsed 100 K subscribers, and to listen to what it is that they consider success. When you listen to these guys kind of talk about what success is in comparison or in contrast to the actual manosphere, it generally is about subscriber count and viewers, money, dollars and cents. And, like, if that's your metric, that's fine. It's never any hate. But I think that black male advocacy is probably more of a goal or a mission of the manosphere, and the message kind of supersedes the money. And what you have a lot of the guys that are in the space who advocate for black men, and also have talking points that have penetrated the culture, and so that the success of a guy like Mr. Let Go, or a guy like Alan Obi, or the Lapeep Network even, is proof of the success of the manosphere. Like, the black manosphere is very successful if we're going by what the mission is. The mission is the message getting out to the masses. Now, it's not to say that money isn't good. Money is good. You know what I'm saying? Money is a good thing. There's plenty of guys that are doing well in the space. You know what I'm saying? There's, you have the obvious big guys who are doing well. You know what I mean? Your Angry Man. Kev, rest in peace, but Kev was doing very well. You still have guys with, like, I think BGS, between his channels, probably has close to 100. I don't think that he has actual 100, but he has close to 100. You got Bernard Riley, you know what I'm saying, who does pretty well, and you got others. But as far as subscriber count and views, you have people who do okay, and I named all of those guys. You have a 1.0 guy, you have a couple other guys, so whatever. But my point is this: most of the success of the manosphere is not going to be predicated upon viewership, subscriber count. Not to say that people aren't gearing their channels toward that, but the guys who are gearing their channels toward that will inevitably get that success. It's just that the message, as it were, or the mission, as it were, is a little bit of a tougher pill, haha, red pill, a little bit of a tougher pill to swallow. So that message doesn't make it. It's like being Nas versus Nelly. You know, like it's like, yeah, like if we're counting success based on the idea of, you know, singles and is your album on the radio, well, like, yeah, like Nelly is more successful. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the bars is what they respect. You know, so that Nelly doesn't make any top fives. Nas makes everybody's top five. And the Manosphere, not that the least subscribers you have, the more, you know, the more real you are. But I think that a lot of these guys, you know, they base their success on not the message or their mission, but they base it on their subscriber count and, you know, their viewers. And that's fine. Again, that's fine. You have to say that though. Because, for example, with Obi, with Alan Obi, his subscriber count jumped, you know, to 30. I think it's at 37 now. But he's having circular conversations that engage women. That's a formula for success. It just is. It's a formula for success. Like, when you engage women are 85% of retail. Women are probably, in other words, 90% of media. Like, you know, when you talk about who views media, they probably dominate that. That's why you don't get a lot of things advertised to men. You know, most things are advertised to women. When you advertise or when you point to, okay, cool, I'm, you know, advertising to women, or I'm giving my message to, well, you know, obviously you're going to get women engaged. And when you engage women and you get the viewers and when you get the subscriber count, I'm not saying that doesn't count as success, you know, but that's financial and fiscal success. What is the success of your mission? You know, now maybe again, and I've said this before, maybe Obi is building it while he flies it, you know, building the plane while he flies it. You know, maybe he hasn't got to that point yet. That's fair. You know, that's fair that he hasn't gotten to the success that he wants. That's fair. Same thing with Mr. Let Go. That's fair. But if what you're trying to do hasn't been done yet, and the Manosphere produced all the talking points that exist on your platform, well then the success of the Manosphere is clear. The success of Obi Allen, the success of, you know, Mr. Lego, the success of the Lapeef network, and so on and so forth, is proof that the Manosphere is successful. It's just that the raw and uncut is a little hard to swallow than the, you know, not necessarily watered down version, but you get what I'm saying. You know, Obi Allen's delivery and the way that he packages it is a little bit easier to digest than here's the Strict 9. Here's the Agent Orange. Here's the stuff. Here's the 3/6s. You know, that's hard. That's hard. Here's the Robitussin. You know, no flavor. You know, that's a little different as far as, you know, being able to digest. And that the success of the Manosphere is based on message and mission and not money necessarily. Again, it's not an indictment against, you know, our ability to be successful. You know what I mean? It's more of saying that it was always about the mission. It was always about the message. And black male advocacy is more of the mission and the message than anything. You know, and you have guys who now can articulate what black male advocacy is versus maybe 10 years ago. That's success. You know, the message and the mission has made it to mainstream to where some of the biggest artists are talking to, you know, we're talking to Kevin Samuels. That's success. Doesn't matter if all of us are there. You know, everybody doesn't have to be there. So long as the message gets there, we all know what that is. You know. But I mean, you know, nice glasses, nice chain, homie. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to get to 1 million, you know, so that, you know, he could possibly, you know, I maybe he'll understand when he gets to 1 million, but I think right now the success that he's getting, is, he's not getting it yet. He's not understanding it. And I don't know how he's not understanding. I don't think he's a dumb guy, but I don't think he's understanding what's happening. Eventually gearing your message to women. Eventually guys quit is the point. Eventually you quit. Eventually it's just like, I can't, this is too much, but when you talk to the men, they're easier to talk to, so with that being said, man, it's Mike Perkins. Make sure you subscribe and give me a like, a comment, things that you would want to see or hear from me. And that's my time, and I'm out.